Welcome to MCCT, Microcrawler Capability Test. That's where we test and compare the driving performance and capability of micro trucks and microcrawlers from 1 to 18th to 1 to 24th scale. Trucks in stock condition as well as highly modified and upgraded ones. The trucks have to pass through 10 different tests. We'll get either points for their results or their performance will be graded, and the final scores will reveal the most capable microcrawlers. We check their climbing ability, descent performance, their tilt angle, their performance in overcoming easy and difficult obstacles, and their low speed modulation and low speed driving performance. Check the description for details of tests, scores, and mode of grading. Now let's start and present this episode's test trucks. In MCCT episode 9 we will test the FMS Toyota Land Cruiser 80 with licensed hard body and the Hobby Plus CR-18 with the LC80 style body made out of Lexan. The FMS LC80 has a wheelbase of 155 mm, a weight of 561 grams and runs on TerraSet tires with 56 by 19.2 millimeters. It has a 2S LiPo with 380 mAh and a 0.50 sized motor. The Hobby Plus CR-18 with the Land Cruiser 80 or 90 style body is also sold as FTX Outback Mini X LC80. It has a wheelbase of 155 millimeters, a weight of 306 grams and tires with 55 by 18 millimeters. It runs on a 2S LiPo with 600 mAh and has a brushed 0.30 sized motor. And now let's check how those trucks can climb. Test 1. Climb on a rough surface. The LC80, 45 degrees. Little struggling, no problem for the Hobby Plus. And 47 degrees for the FMS LC80. It's really struggling. It's already super hard, only 47 degrees. Will it be able to do 47 degrees? Again fails. But finally is able to do 47 degrees. 48 degrees. Will it be able to do 48 degrees? No chance. But the CR-18, 48 degrees. Not a big problem. And also 49 degrees seem to be easy. 50 degrees. CR-18, will it be able to do 50 degrees? Come on. But 50 degrees also finally too much for the Hobby Plus CR-18. So here are the results of test 1. Climb on a rough surface. 47 degrees for the FMS Toyota LC80. Only 2 points here. And 49 degrees, 4 points for the Hobby Plus CR-18 with LC80 style Lexan body. And here we see all 21 trucks tested so far, and both trucks tested in MCCT 9 not really good. The Hobby Plus CR-18 on place 14 with 49 degrees, and the FMS Toyota LC80 only on place 19 out of 21 trucks tested so far with only 47 degrees. And now let's check their climbing ability on a smooth surface. Test 2. Smooth surface. 45 degree. Not really a problem for both trucks. 48 degree. The LC80 is already struggling. Also the CR-18. And 49 degree on a smooth surface. For the LC80, that's too much. And the CR-18 still can do 49 degrees, but 50 degrees on a smooth surface, that's also too much for the CR-18. Here are the results. Episode 9, MCCT, climb on a smooth surface. Test 2, the FMS Toyota LC80 could do 48 degrees. 3 points for this. And the Hobby Plus CR-18, 49 degrees. 4 points for this. And here all 21 trucks tested so far. Test 2, smooth surface climb. The CR-18 LC80 is on place 14. Only with 49 degrees, not the real top result, and the FMS Toyota LC80 is on place 18 with 48 degrees. And now let's check how the trucks can go down, stop and go up in reverse again. 45 degrees. No problem for the LC80 and not for the CR-18. 49 degrees. The LC80 is already struggling. Quite steep, but still can do it. And 50 degrees, finally too much for the LC80, but not for the CR-18. 53 degrees, super steep. Will it be able to do it? Yes. 54 degrees, still can do it. And 55 degrees, that's finally too much also for the CR-18. Here are the results of test 3, descent, 49 degrees and 2 points for the FMS Toyota LC80 and 54 degrees and 4.5 points for the Hobby Plus CR-18. And that's place 3 with 54 degrees, nearly place 1 for the Hobby Plus CR-18 and place 10 for the FMS Toyota LC80 with hard body, which could do 49 degrees. And now let's check the tilt angles of those trucks. The LC80 to the left side, 34.7 degrees only. Much better. The CR-18, wow. Much better. 43.1 degree. And the FMS LC80 to the right side, much better than to the left side, 37.8 degree, still not really good. And the CR-18 again, much better, 42.3 degrees. So here are the results of tests 4 and 5. Tilt angle to the left and to the right, 34.7 degree and 1.35 points to the left side, and 37.8 degree to the right side and 2.9 points for the FMS Toyota LC80, and for the CR-18 LC80, 43.1 degrees and 5.55 points to the left, and 42.3 degrees and 5.15 points to the right side. So those are the results of all 21 trucks tested so far. The CR-18 on 10th place and the FMS LC80 only on the last place of all 21 trucks tested so far. So really poor result for the FMS LC80. And now let's check how those trucks can climb. Test 6, hill of branches, flat side. No problem for the LC80 and no problem either for the CR-18. So 2 out of 2 points for both trucks in test 6. Test number 7. The steep side of the hill of branches. The test most trucks failed so far. The FMS LC80 is trying hard. Struggling. but no matter how often it tries, that's too steep, too difficult for the FMS Toyota LC80. And the Hobby Plus CR-18, does it have a chance? It really struggles. Trying hard, but it's high-sided. Its wheelbase seems too long, or its ground clearance not large enough. It's struggling, it's trying super hard. Nearly. But no matter how often the CR-18 tries, it will not pass the steep side of the hill of branches. So test number 7, also too difficult for the Hobby Plus CR-18. Nearly. But 0 points for both trucks in test number 7, the steep side of the hill of branches. And now to the hill of pebblestones. Test number 8, the hill of pebblestones, flat side. No problem for the LC80 and no problem either for the CR-18. So 2 out of 2 points for both trucks in test number 8. Test number 9, the steep side of the hill of pebblestones, the FMS LC80, trying hard. Struggling. But not really a chance to climb this obstacle. No matter how often it tries, but now check this. From the stop. Wow! Speechless! The CR-18 without any problems. From the stop without speed. So test 9, 0 points for the FMS Toyota LC80, but the CR-18, what a performance here. 9 out of 10 points. Unbelievable. And now to the last test. Test number 10. Low speed performance, modulation, the FMS LC80 and the Hobby Plus CR-18 to have very similar, if not the same, electronics. The LC80 does have a 050 motor, the CR-18 a 030 motor. Low speed performance is poor. It's really poor. You can't really climb a step smoothly. You have to give a lot of power, pull the throttle trigger, and then it kind of jumps. And it's exactly the same for the Hobby Plus CR-18. No smooth, slow climb possible. Modulation is not good. Here you see it. Yeah, that's not good. And therefore only 1 out of 5 points in test 10, low speed performance and modulation for both trucks. And here's the final score of MCCT 9, FMS Toyota Land Cruiser 80 and Hobby Plus CR-18 with LC80 style Lexan body. All 10 tests and all points. The FMS Toyota LC80 does have really poor results, failed 2 tests, only 16.25 points all in all, but the Hobby Plus CR-18 does have really good results. It only failed 1 test, the test number 7, the steep side of the hill of branches, but does have some top results. Test 3, descent, stop and go up again, was really good, but the biggest surprise was test 9, the steep side of the hill of pebblestones. Unbelievable. 9 points here. This was really a super top result. All in all, it gains 37.2 points, and this brings, out of all 21 trucks tested so far, the Hobby Plus CR-18 to place 7, the best truck with 1 failure, even better than the SCX24 Jeep Gladiator, and the FMS Toyota LC80 only placed 20 with really poor results. That's it for MCCT 9, but watch out for the next episode of MCCT microcrawler capability tests. There are still a lot of trucks to be tested. MCCT will be back.